Put your best up. Say it with me. Say it loud, y'all. Say it loud. Hey, say it loud. Over the years, a lot has changed. A lot of bloodshed and body slang, all due to the color and our skin that we retained in this wild. But one thing that remains the same. I love my black skin, my melanin, my sun-charged black gas, black power I represent. Black power, black power, black power. Stand for my people on every second and every hour. Stand for nothing or fall for anything. I'm a tower, raining knowledge on my people. These are everlasting showers. They know we are greatness, that's why they want us dead, they cowards. So they knock us, cause once we realize our true potential and what's really essential, who gon' stop us?
Yo, what up, what up? This is Urbanity Black. I am Stephen Farrell. This is my brother Nadif Bracey, my brother Calvin Francis. Thank you so much for coming out to the set. I truly appreciate it.
Thank you.
First, I'd just like to say, young black brothers are winning right now.
Trying to, man.
You're trying to. No, I ain't trying. You are succeeding. You men you're doing it, and it's very much appreciated. So first, just introduce yourselves. You go first, Nadif.
So my name is Nadif Bracey. I'm a senior electrical engineering major here at Morgan State University, and I'm one of the co-founders of the mobile app that we're developing called Flare.
Flare, a mobile app that they're developing called Flare. All right.
And my name is Calvin Francis. I'm now a junior electrical engineering major at Morgan State, and I'm the 1/3 of the other of Flare.
Okay. So. Just real quick, give me just a little bit of background about you two. Cause, I mean, you gave your major and everything already, but just kind of like how you came to be who you are,
Well, me and Nadif actually, we met when we were like 9 years old or something. We played basketball together on a team back in Philadelphia. We were both from Southwest Philadelphia. High school, we played against each other. When we got to Morgan, we didn't even know each other was going here, but found out, then we became roommates, been very tight ever since. Me and Nadif, we always speak about entrepreneurship, businesses. In our house, we never talk about sports or nothing trivial. We're always talking about something of a higher magnitude. And I brought the idea to Nadif last summer while I was interning at JP Morgan Chase in Newark, Delaware. I brought along Nadif, and then I met Carissa Anderson. She attends Hofstra University up in New York, and she's head of marketing. And it's us three as the key co-founders. And we also have Carl Morris. He graduated from St. Joe's University. He's been heading all the development.
Okay, nice, amazing.
Yeah, he came to me, I remember last summer.
Right.
Because Calvin, he would go home every weekend to go get his haircut. And he was just like, us as African American men, hair, even for women, like women too, hair is very important to us. We just not gonna let any barber touch our hair because that haircut gonna make or break you.
Oh yeah.
That haircut gonna make or break you. So Kyle was just like, I got this idea. Kyle had a lot of ideas. He's like the idea guy right here. He had the think tank right here. So he had all these ideas, and he was just like, why don't we make an app that's gonna connect people with the best barbers and hairstylists? So like, you an out-of-state student, coming to, a university like Morgan or Howard or, FAMU, or you like a business person, you got a meeting in an hour and you need a quick shape up, or you need to get your hair groomed real quick. Why not create an app that's gonna allow you to find, the best barber, hairstylist in your area? So, it just makes it a lot more convenient.
Okay.
And another thing we noticed is when we went to, a lot of these barbershops and hair salons, first off, a lot of these barbershops are like still in the Stone Ages.
Right.
Some of them like in the corner upstairs of somebody, house or something like that, and they still using pen and paper to like schedule, book their appointments. And one thing, us growing up, we was just like, we stay in the barbershop for like 6-7 hours. But no, not 6-7 hours, like 2 to 3 hours though, like a long period of time. Like, this should be a lot quicker than just, sitting here. It's good conversation, but the time, it takes to just get a haircut. Right. And, it's long. And as everybody's moving out of cash, people, you got things like, Square Cash, where you can just send money directly through a phone. Right. So, why not have that feature on our app as well, to just make this, a more streamlined type of service and, cut down on a lot of the unnecessary time that it takes, to get a haircut or get your hair done as well.
That's amazing. So wait, that feature is a part of Flair.
Yes.
Well, so what's the big idea of Flair though? Is that, I mean, that is the big idea? Is like the quick cash? Like, no, that is awesome. I swear that is the most convenient thing ever. Like, talk to me more though. Like, I mean, I know there's like 3 other people you said that were a part of this, right? So like, what was more of like that process, I guess, of you coming together and actually creating this app?
So I think first, me and Nadif, I brought Carissa because she's from, even though she goes to school in New York, she's from Delaware. Right. Brought her out to Philly. We met in like Center City somewhere, and we just started mapping everything out. At first, it was pretty rough as far as none of us being really developers and finding people to do certain things, as far as even simple as finding the right logo or the right name. But we finally got our business plan together. Everything started rolling, and I think around January, I think everything got serious. We were networking crazy. Like, we would go email everybody we could, and we met an entrepreneur who was featured on Entrepreneur Magazine. He's a black entrepreneur. Ironically, he's from Philly as well, and he's been a mentor to us. And like Nadif will attest to, I'll go to New York any weekend just to have a meeting with somebody, just to be a listening ear and see what they've been through and their startup.
Okay. Shout out to Philly real quick. No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So no, you got it.
So, all right, Flair. Like, what is? I guess how can I link to Flair right now? Is it something that I can actually tangibly download at the moment, or are we still waiting for it?
So it's still a wait. It's a short wait period.
Okay.
We're looking to launch in July. It's going to be available in the App Store as well as the Android or Google Play Store. Okay. And so everybody will be able to download it. Utilize all the different features. Okay. And that's pretty much it.
So remember that. July.
July.
Your eyes open, keep your ears open. Flair is going to be dropping in July. All right. So I mean, besides that though, man, I mean, you guys are just, I mean, you're doing great things. I mean, you're like I said, you're young black individuals, young black men are winning right now. I know you said you were an electrical engineering major.
Yes.
And your major is
electrical engineering.
Also,
Exactly.
wow. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Man, I'm humbled right now. I definitely appreciate you two coming out on the set. But talk to me about, I guess just your process in college and just being a young black male at HBCU.
I think coming to the HBCU, like Morgan State University, is one of the best decisions I ever made. Coming from Philadelphia, we all know that story, coming from urban, culture, environment. And how hard it is, to overcome obstacles and stuff like that.
Yeah, you go.
But coming to Morgan State, it was a culture shock, but it was also, it made you, you either gonna step up and excel, or you're just gonna be that middleman that just get through college and go get a job and do that for the rest of life, or you just may flunk out. So I wanted to excel. I wanted to be excel it, and like Calvin said, in our rooms, like, we don't really talk about sports. I haven't watched a football game in like an entire football game in like about 4 years.
What about the NBA playoffs?
I haven't watched a playoff game.
Any playoff.
I haven't watched any
last night.
I mean, we keep up to date. We can still have conversations. I still think LeBron one of the best athletes in the world. Period. Okay. I like Kobe's style of play better, but it was just like the focus that we have is just how are we going to elevate ourselves to another level. And so we've been here talking about real estate. We in here talking about stocks and bonds, trading, stuff like that. Okay. It's just how to elevate ourselves. And even we talking about, a lot of social issues that's going on as well. Because as black men, it's good to be involved and, well knowledge in those type of areas as well. Yeah. But yeah, just coming to college, it was just like, being in Baltimore, the Baltimore two-step, the the girls, definitely attracted me, to Morgan State as well. It was just,
I guess
it's just to throw it all in there, it just really molded me. The organization showed me overcome obstacles through hard work. It's just all these things just helped mold me into a young man I am today. I'm so grateful and thankful for it.
That's amazing, man. What a story.
Talk to me, Kyle. Oh, definitely the same. As far as the culture shock, one of the biggest things I learned down at Morgan and being at HBC period is just as far as Black pride and just loving yourself, because understanding that we're all kings. I think that's one of the biggest things that drives me now, because I know like I hold myself to the highest standard, and I'm always gonna go hard as I can be, because I know I'm a king and we are royalty. And I think that's all the same sentiment that me and Nadif share, and you, and especially learning that from getting here in Morgan and Smooth, it was really big for me.
That's awesome too, man. I mean, I guess one thing I can say is, for one, I agree, and I can definitely like correlate with the things that you guys were saying. Just coming up as a Black man out in an urban community, coming to HBCU and having to like succeed and excel, and just kind of do what you got to do to kind of be better than the rest. I mean, just as a Black man, the saying is that we got to be 200% better. Just to be at the top with our so-called Caucasian or white counterparts. And to be honest, that shouldn't be true. That should not be a saying. It should not be something that people call factual. But you young men, you definitely have broken the glass ceiling, and that is amazing.
Yeah, I would definitely say, like you said, it's just a competition. Unfortunately, we're in a society that is all about competition. Like you said, we had to be 200 times better than Caucasians. Well, it's all about the grind. Calvin always told me, well, our mentor introduced it to Calvin passed it to me. He said, we're in it for the long game, right?
Yeah.
In it for the long game. Everything we doing now, people often want to see results like tomorrow. Like if I get exactly. If I give you, I invested in you, $100. I'm expect that tomorrow. Most people expect it tomorrow. Like, it takes a process, man. It's a process. And one of the things, like I said, we're in it for the long game. Even if you invest in stocks and you invest in real estate, you're looking to reap those benefits, 5, 10, 15, 20 years down the line. Right. And even with, Urbanity Black, seeing that you guys just started, just like we just started, you understand that, this not going to be, the most major thing. It can be, but 9 times out of 10, it takes a process to get there. And so, that's something that we definitely consider. But just that grind, just being up at night, like Calvin's like the business guy.
Okay.
He's the guy. He's the think tank. He's out. He's reading different books on businesses. Self studies and things like that. And I'm more the talker.
Okay.
Like I do a lot of the pitches along with Carissa. We do a lot of pitches. Like we were just in New York City and we placed top 5 out of 80 other teams. Mind you, we're the second Black team there.
Yeah.
And everybody else is either Caucasian, Asian, those other ethnicities. We're the only Black team in place. And so that was major for us. That was really major. It just shows that our idea is sound. We got something. Right. We got something that can really go to something phenomenal.
And that's one of the big things that I was worried about at first, because once you have an idea, you like worry about like, all right, is this really tangible? Like, am I crazy? Am I the only one thinking about this? But once we've got that validation, it definitely gives you confidence to keep going harder and going harder.
Definitely. It's good to have like minds.
Exactly.
Like mind on accord.
Exactly.
So, I mean, are there any final last words you guys like to say to the viewers? Social media or anything wise, or just something you like to say?
Definitely. Whatever you're doing, I definitely believe in the law of 10,000 hours. Going hard as you can. The more work you put in, it's like Steve is doing with Urbanity. This is why getting so successful with it. I think that you just put in enough time, you get to where you need to be. But other than that, follow us at getflare.us, GETFLARE.us. That's on our Instagram, and our site is the same, getflare.us.
For me, it's more so, the knowledge to know how to do anything. Whatever field you want to get in, if you're going to, filming, videography, engineering, then, finance, hospitality services, whatever, that knowledge is what's going to, put you in a position of elevation. Okay. And, the money, all the guys' money say it's not about the money, it's about the knowledge. But it's just like, as young people, we want the money.
Of course.
But I think for us, it's just that knowledge. Like, for example, I think you just had someone on here talking about, my guy, Chef King. He's at a dinner club,
yeah.
And he has the knowledge of making meals.
That's right.
He understands, you know, the signs of, you know, what's the right seasonings that's going to blend with, you know, a turkey versus, you know, chicken, and, you know, how these flavors are going to correlate with, you know, a salad or, you know, broccoli or, you know, mashed potato. He has that knowledge. And, you know, that knowledge will eventually is going to give him a return. Either it could be monetary, it could be, you know, advertising, marketing. Just like you have the knowledge of interviewing. You know, you have the knowledge of, you know, video edits and stuff like that. That know-how is really going to, you know, last you in the long run, because again, it's all for the long game.
And definitely never stop educating yourself.
Exactly.
Like the smartest people, they never stop
reading.
Yeah.
Keep going out there, doing your research. I mean, you know what they say, if you want to hide anything from a black man, you hide it in a book. But we trying to change those stereotypes, right? So, look, thank you so much for coming out.
I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
I'm humble. Thank you, my brother. This is Urbanity Black. Just stay tuned for the next interview. Peace.